go.
Oh, you gotta flap your wings, bro. You gotta flap your wings.
Yeah, you gotta flop your wings.
Yeah,
But dude,
flap
you're
your beautiful
interrupting.
laugh.
You can come back in a little bit.
Alright,
Royal-
what's the conversation? What's the conversation?
Okay, so we hold up. We were just in here having random conversations. Then Zad just came in here saying, fuck you to Mr. Moon. I was like, can you denounce
To
Sharia
all of
law?
us.
Well,
And
Mr.
you were
Moonar,
just saying
Mr. Moonar, he already said he'd behead us,
Lolo.
so Zad already said he'd
Oh,
behead
dude.
us, so it's all right.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just confirmation. He had no reason. To
I
do
have
that.
proof of it. He was saying he would behead us.
It's EA, bro.
Yeah.
Zad just came in here screaming and cussing.
Hey, Bravoli, I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you think about Islam?
What do you mean?
What do you think about the teachings of Islam?
Oh, NCA, bro.
They're bad?
Ah, okay.
You like
I
my
just
new
wanna know.
name? Archon?
Yeah.
They're the
Most atheists don't want to talk about Islam,
Prophet
I don't know why, or
Muhammad
Judaism.
sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Oh, I
Hey,
mean,
for real. Hey.
I don't hold them as especially bad, like significantly versus any other religion. I think they're equally bad.
Like, what other religion?
Name one.
You're saying worshiping a pedophile.
This Jesus Christ you
and-
guys worship,
Mr.
he's horrible person. He's horrible. This is
But
Jesus Christ.
isn't he a messenger of Allah?
Yeah, just
You-
wait.
no,
Just wait.
no.
I mean, what
Jesus,
other
he's very
religions are
bad.
there
He's
that,
very bad, Jesus.
like, does
He is the
Christianity,
word of Allah,
does
the
Christianity
spirit of Allah,
teach
the
violence?
messenger of Allah.
Hey, Mr. Moon.
I mean, the Old Testament does, yeah.
Did
It doesn't
Jesus?
teach
Jesus, he's
violence.
horrible person.
It doesn't say you
Jesus,
ought
I
to
hate
do
the
it.
Jesus. This Jesus guy.
Well, if God commanded it, I mean,
It doesn't say you ought to kill people that are
ought
not
you
Christian.
do the commandments of God? God commanded it in the at least the Book of Joshua,
That's
bare minimum.
What, like war? Sure. I mean, he's saying.
He
What, are you saying
definitely
war
needed
is
to wipe
not
out
allowed?
those children.
Like, war happens.
He definitely needed-
What's
he
the
definitely
issue with
needed
God
to-
saying
was-
if you're gonna
I
go
have
to
videos
war?
to prove it. That those
do it,
children
like,
need to
what's
go.
the
Should be a
issue?
God of peace and love, not a God of war.
He's
No,
not
my
a god of war. Who
That's
said
your
he's a god of
opinion.
war?
Well,
Shouldn't
At least
hold on,
partially.
Can I give? Is
In
that
what way?
or Pavoli? Can I
hey, what's
ask
up,
you this?
man?
What's up? Shouldn't a God of peace and love want to protect his people through any means necessary? Ah, I mix up my letters. Through any means necessary. I said any means necessary.
The
I-
wars
I-
of conquest, the wars of conquest are offensive wars. They weren't defensive wars.
Wait, there was what
Um,
conquest? What wars of conquest?
The
came?
the Promised Land was a war
No,
of
I'm talking about
conquest
in
to
the
take it over.
Bible. What conquest wars were there?
Yeah, it was if you follow the narratives, the Jews left Egypt to the Promised Land, led by Moses, and then there were people living there, the Canaanites, and so it was several
Those
wars
people
to
were
exterminate the Canaanites.
Horrible. And there's worse people today than the ones from the Canaanites.
Well, you ever hear the victors write the history books, right? So of course they'd write their horrible to justify the war that they
Hey,
conducted.
I got videos to prove today
One of the
that these
losers
children need
write
to be wiped off
diaries?
the planet. That's not a book or written. That's video proof.
That doesn't address what we were talking about.
Absolutely it does. I just
How?
telling you, I have hundreds of children, thousands of children, and they need to be wiped off this planet. And you would agree with me if you saw what I saw. That's not something written down. That's a video of proof.
So I'd watch a video and agree that children should get murdered.
Absolutely. If you saw
Not
what I
murdered.
saw,
when
Not
they cut
murdered.
off the
ask
head-
you
They should be
which one
stopped.
should be spared. I would ask you, and you would pause, and you'd be like, "Man, I can't." That's the issue. Because
You're
you haven't
saying what
seen
I
it.
would say. Yeah,
Yes,
I've seen beheading videos. I mean,
I'm not talking about beheading videos. I'm
oh,
talking
well,
about children doing these actions. Children doing it.
Are they?
Children doing
Like
it
8-year-olds.
with
like
smiles on their
8-year-old
faces.
Have you ever seen a 3-year-old
Maybe you
hold
wanna
a
adopt a
tiny
few of
gun
them
and
and put
use
'em in your
2
house.
fingers to shoot a person in the head? It's horrific. A 3-year-old with his dad holding his hand, and he has to use his middle finger and his index finger, and he can
That's
barely
a
pull the
different
trigger.
video.
It's a different video,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's adults indoctrinating them, though, right? Like in the end.
so I mean that
It's like
doesn't
that's
change the
not like the
fact that
children doing it.
doesn't change
Yeah,
the
it
fact
is
that
them
kids are
doing it.
doing it.
Yeah, it's the kids are doing it because the adults are influencing them, right? So the adults are
Their
responsible for the horror
parents-
thing.
on their
Their
face.
parents are influencing them. Yes.
Yeah. So I blame the adults more than the children. Children don't
Okay,
have
sure,
reached
but
age
the-
of consent.
When
Will the
they're
children
doing
change?
it by their own hand without any help, and they're smiling doing it, maybe you should adopt them.
I'm saying that how did they get to that point?
Their parents. You just said it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm blaming the parents for those incidents.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
blame
so
the
guess
parents,
what? You
sure,
can
but that
blame-
doesn't change the fact the kid's already indoctrinated and will kill you.
And they will do
Yeah,
that
exactly.
to everyone.
So what
yeah,
will
they
you do?
gotta-
Let him
they
go,
have
or what
to
are you gonna
go.
like stop it?
I would stop the indoctrination and
Yeah, okay.
re-indoctrinate
What about the
them.
So
kids
cut off
though?
your
After you stop the
Thank
indoctrination,
you.
what about the indoctrinated kids?
I wouldn't
So
just
God
kill them. I'd
literally does
re-indoctrinate
that.
them.
So
How do you
God literally does that
re-indoctrinate
in the
them?
Bible, and now you're
Isolate them from
complaining
the
Pavoli,
bad
Pavoli,
sources.
if they tried touching one of those kids, they would kill you instantly.
No, they
have
wouldn't. They're
weapons on them.
children.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, you have no
they
idea
carry
what you're
guns.
talking about.
These kids
I'm about to
carry
say,
AK.
You, no.
Pavoli, these
May I
kids
ask you a
carry
question?
AK-47s
That's why I'm asking you.
on
If
them.
I show you, I bet you would change your tone on that. Because you know why I know that? Because I felt exactly how you did at one time.
an 8-year-old isn't going to wield an AK-47 as nimbly as
Absolutely,
like an
they
Like
adult.
will.
5-year-olds,
Well,
there's like
they-
No,
freaking
they're not.
4-year-olds.
Oh
No,
my
an
God.
8-year-old. An
See?
8-year-old can't carry an AK as well as an adult. I'm just
I
saying, it's
was-
just a
I
fact.
They
I
do
was
No,
it
but
with
they
ARs
do
that are
have
made
them.
for them.
Pavoli,
They
you got
have
yours. I was
knives that
holding.
are made for them.
I was holding
Please,
ARs.
Holy shit!
Guys,
Hold on, King,
guys.
moderate,
may I
because
please
there's
ask you a
other
question?
people
Yeah,
jumping in.
moderate.
May I
Hey
please ask
guys,
you a question?
hey Royal, I'm making you moderator.
If I may,
I'm
if I
already
may,
moderator.
real
I'm already
fast.
moderator. I'm already
Oh
moderator.
wait, you're
If
not
I
fine.
may-
I was trying to ask you another question.
if I may,
Yo,
real fast.
All
May I
right,
ask
come
you a
over here.
question real
Come
quick?
over here.
And I'm talking thousands of them, not just one here or two there. No.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there aren't thousands of them. I'm just saying I wouldn't. My first instinct
In one
isn't to
whole
kill them.
country. One
Yeah,
whole country.
my first instinct would not be to kill children. I'm sorry. I don't care what they're doing. I know why they're doing it because the indoctrination of their parents.
Okay, so adopt them.
Why?
Because you want to save them. Who
I
want
never
to
said
behead
that.
You.
I said I'd blame the parents. I didn't say I'd want to save the kids.
Will you give them?
Of course you can blame the
will you allow
parents.
them to just
I will.
continue doing their stuff?
But there's no way you can rehabilitate these children.
Well, that's certainly a statement that you made.
Oh, really? Why is it then when they're walking through the camp, all those children are saying, "We're going to kill you, we're going to behead you," and the guy who's walking through the camps asks the question, "How do you heal a mind like this?" You can't.
Well, that's a statement you've made. Correct. Yeah,
Wait, I have a
you've
question.
stated that
Yeah,
they can't
okay,
kill it.
congrats. Okay, so show me anywhere where thousands of children are being rehabilitated after they just beheaded a whole village. That's what I thought.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I do have a question. Like, what makes them
well,
distinct?
hold on.
Like,
That's today. Never mind in the biblical days how bad it was.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
those
just talking
Israelites
about the
certainly killed those Canaanites pretty brutally. Yeah.
well, because the
talking about the
Canaanites were also
children
hurting
doing it.
Israelites.
Yeah, but no, the adults were doing it to the Canaanites, though.
Wait, I have a question. What's the difference with an adult? Like, he's indoctrinated too. How is it fair to kill him but not other people just because they're small?
He's reached the age of consent, and
Are you gonna
it
cuss
is
him out?
bad. I'm not saying one is worse. Killing another person is pretty bad, no matter how old you're doing it.
Yeah, willfully too. Willfully.
Yeah,
Well, that's your
But-
opinion, actually.
you have an age of consent problem though, to where after a certain point you're responsible for your actions.
Well, there's no such
No,
thing
you're
as
not.
age of consent in those
No, God,
societies.
so who's responsible?
The society holds you responsible, or at least it should, ideally.
But
Well,
there
that's
is
your
no
opinion.
such thing as age
Yeah,
of
it is.
consent.
I'm stating my opinion. I didn't say it was absolute fact. That's something I would prefer. Yeah, the society should hold people
So,
responsible
Why should anybody care?
because I don't want to get murdered and you don't want to get murdered. So let's raise a society where we don't murder each other
Who said
and flourish.
No. You're just imposing your will on others.
It doesn't sound like a bad will, though, does it? I'm not
That's
advocating
that's
murder.
For them
that's
it
very
is.
subjective.
It is. It is very subjective. I'm not advocating
Okay.
murder. Don't
We
you agree with my subjective?
care. Why should we care what you think? You're missing the point of the
Because-
question.
Are you?
No,
gonna
I don't.
promote
You're asking me a very direct question, and I'm.
Okay, for
answering.
example, if a man
Well, I'm
comes to you
saying,
and says,
why
"I'll
should
behead
we
you,"
care what the fuck you think?
Zach,
I don't understand why that's so difficult for you. You atheists act like you're
If I
the
may.
pinnacle of intelligence. And you
I didn't-
hold
I
on,
didn't say
anti-joke,
I am.
sir.
I didn't-
Hold on,
I never said
anti-joke.
I am. I'm saying if you agree with me and if you care with what I say, then we can
I don't
create a better
so
society
don't
together.
Can I
We
can I
don't
can I stop
care.
this for 30 seconds?
Why should we care?
Never mind.
So we
I
can
was gonna
flourish
ask
as a
Zach
society?
to apologize.
Why you
for
flourish
saying he was
differently
gonna
by
cut
taking
off his
everything
head.
you own?
Yeah, but that's a dick thing to do.
So
Why?
what? That's who cares what you think?
Because
That's
it's
the point.
I care. It's my stuff.
We
I
don't care what you think. Nobody cares what I think. Nobody cares what you think. It's not about you.
I kind of care what you think.
Stop imposing your will on others.
You keep saying
Stop
what
being
I
a
think.
hypocrite. Because you're imposing your will on others.
No, I'm merely, giving my opinion.
By the way,
I'm not imposing
yes,
it.
several
I'd
types of
impose it if I
Muslims
held
as
you
the
at a
religion.
barrel of a gun. I'm just saying words.
And that wouldn't be wrong either. It would be subjective, right?
Everything's subjective. There's no objective.
Okay, then stop complaining. Thank you.
I'm not complaining. I'm just having a discussion
You
with
are complaining. You complaining. Yes, you are. You've been complaining.
I think our definitions are different.
No, your definitions are not even dictionary definitions. You're just making your own in your head.
Love your
Well, I
name.
think,
even
Pivoli
impose
has
that
been
on
very
others.
consistent. Pivoli has been very consistent
It sounds a bit
Of what?
Do you know the word
with what he
projection,
believes.
man?
I mean, he's not been changing.
Oh, okay.
all
So
around.
I'm projecting. Okay, I got it. So
I never
everything I'm
said that.
saying is
I
right.
asked if you knew the
Okay.
definition.
So okay, you're implying that.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you got me.
Thank you. So stop being a hypocrite.
Why are you so mad, bro?
Auntie, I
Relax.
think
I can hear
Pivoli's-
you if you're yelling
why
or not.
Are you so? Why are you such a
And
hypocrite?
I don't think Pivoli's caring, right? I think he's
Yeah.
joking around. I don't think he's serious.
putting a lot of passion in this I really don't know why. And so yeah, I am poking fun at how much passion he's putting into just a conversation about subjectivity.
Okay. So whatever you say doesn't really matter. Whatever I say, it doesn't really matter. All I can say is I guarantee you, if I show you videos of thousands of children beheading people, you wouldn't say, you know what, we should adopt these kids. You know what we should do? We should save them. You wouldn't say it. That's what I'm calling your bullshit out of.
I would say we should save them, yes.
No,
there we
you
go.
wouldn't.
Ooh,
No,
I
you
just
wouldn't.
If
did.
you tried
No, you
saving them,
wouldn't.
hold up. If you tried saving them, they would kill you.
If you saw, you haven't seen it yet. If you
Where's
saw,
it at?
you would
Where's it
change
at?
Want me to show you in my room?
Or you can't do it in here?
It's not his room.
No,
you
I'm
can't
not.
do this.
I'm not telling you. Want me to show you in my room?
Or is it saved on your hard drive, or can I Google it?
Absolutely on my hard drive.
Why do you have videos of children murdering on your hard drive?
Because
That's so
of
weird.
people like you who
Uh-huh.
act like you know
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
I know. So you just have children murdering on your hard drive because of people like me, or just because
Absolutely.
you're into that stuff?
That's
so weird.
absolutely. Sounds like
You're not
you're
going to twist
projecting right
anything
now.
on him.
I mean, no, it's kind of weird, don't you think, that he has
Oh, so
children
you
murdering
no,
on hard
no,
drive?
no, no. Well,
You don't
no,
like the
not
truth?
really.
See?
I mean, it's
They know not
disgusting,
about truth.
yes, but you got to
They know
think
not
these
about
are the
truth.
kids doing this. It's not that he's disgusting; it's that the people
No,
carrying
the
out
kids
these
are doing it
actions
because
are
of the parents. Because the parents that they're
Yeah, but the
it's not
thing
just
is,
children choosing to do it.
wait. Let me say this: that
Alright,
is
they
true.
children
They were
choosing to do it.
indoctrinated, but at a certain age, they have to take responsibility for their own
I
actions.
agree.
Yeah. So would you adopt one of these 15-year-olds who've killed 30 people, who have a body count higher than most snipers in the military?
Did I respectfully? Did I come
Hold
in
up.
here?
I've seen one of these
No,
16-year-old kids have a
if I
higher
may.
body count than
No.
the White Death of World War II.
What I said is, did I come in here saying I would adopt any child regardless of their actions? Full stop. I never mentioned adoption.
No, yeah,
You guys are
Pivoli
bringing up
hasn't really
adoption.
look. Pivoli hasn't made any claims, but I think he's just asking you a question. I think
I'm advocating against
Sure.
murder. I'm not in favor
Sure,
of these
but
kids
it was a
murdering
question.
people.
We're not saying that you said this, but not even me. But NTA was just trying to ask you a question. This isn't my question. So if you want to, you can finish talking with NTA. But the
I'm
hard
asking
truth
you,
is,
what should you personally do with these children?
Why is it my responsibility to do anything?
Oh, so now you can talk all this crap, but then it's not my responsibility. You're the one making what
I asked the question. I asked the question. Why is it my responsibility to do anything?
Okay, just give him a good hypothetical. Just give him
we shouldn't, not even God himself shouldn't get rid of these children. And I'm telling you, absolutely we should. And I'm asking you if we
Yeah,
should.
looks like we disagree.
Then
Why are you posing your opinion on me, man? Why are you posing your opinion on me,
you?
man?
See, what are you gonna do with these children since you want to keep them?
I'm going to live my life as I am because I'm not responsible for them.
Okay, so while they keep killing people over and over and over, you just want to sit back and say, just leave it alone, just let them do it.
If I may give you a hypothetical, during
It's
our
not a
conversation,
hypothetical. I'm
no,
telling
if
you,
I
I
may,
have them.
no, if I may, this is a separate hypothetical. If I may, in our conversation, 20,000 people died in China because of old age or whatnot. I can't invest all my emotional time into people that I'll have no interactions with in
You're
China.
not answering my question.
Do you understand what the
Your
analogy I'm
objection,
giving?
no, because it's irrelevant and it's a non sequitur. Because what you're talking about first and foremost is God is an evil monster because he wiped out children because he caused Joshua and Gideon to wipe out children.
There we go. Yeah, no,
right?
He gave the order to do so. Humans wiped out the people.
Okay, thank you. That's my point. So let's stay on topic. Now I'm going to show you these same children today in this generation. What should we do? Should you do with these children? Since you don't want to do anything about it, but you want to criticize God, what would you do with these children?
Nuke the place.
What would I now? Would I and should I are different questions. Which one are you asking?
No, what should you do if you were God? Like, if you had authority to do something about this situation, what would you do?
What are my limitations on this God? Am I all powerful, all knowing, all that?
You have the authority to end this. You have the authority to end this.
I would know past, present, and future. In an ideal world, I wouldn't have these critters created in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want.
That's not the question.
Will happen.
See, this is the fruit.
If you were in seat of judgment to either stop this or do something about it, what would you do?
I don't blame
doing something
him.
about it. Doing something about it would entail not making them in the first place because I have knowledge past, present. and
They've
future.
already been made.
Yeah, but that's my responsibility for making them.
I don't blame him at this point. This is bias teaching what he's talking about, even though he's atheist. Do you understand the fruit now? So Pivoli.
Oh, you got it. There we go.
I'm not blaming him right now. I'm blaming people like Bias. And his teachings is what you get right here.
Who's Bias?
That's the fruit of it.
It's someone else.
You probably don't even know him. It's a particular teaching going around about God, and you would just use that in your argument. Thank you.
What's the teaching about God?
Because you just said it yourself. You said if God knows past, present, and future, and if he ordains all of these things, well, he could have put a stop to it right at the beginning. Thank you. Thank you.
So why didn't he do that?
See?
That would be
free will.
So yeah,
Demonstrate free will exists. I don't.
So free will.
Okay, you ready? You want to see free will? You want to see free will?
So
right there, free will.
Pivoli, free will doesn't exist?
No,
I can either pull out my hand. I can pull out my hand and I can shoot you in the face in front of your family, or I can pull out my hand and give you $50.
You see it?
I can't talk in full sentences. I'm too polite to just talk over people. Or at least I try not to. So if
I'm not even blaming him. I'm not even blaming Pivoli for his viewpoint at this point. I'm blaming people like Bias and those people.
Sure, NTA, you already said that. Just let.
I think free will.
Hold on, let Pivoli speak. Let Pivoli speak.
Free will is a language label that we made up. It doesn't necessarily exist outside of human.
Well, in the Christian paradigm, it does exist.
Well, I mean, you can assert it does, but just because you assert something exists doesn't mean it actually.
Well, I
does.
mean, you're granting God exists in this situation, though.
I mean, no, I've never said that.
In this hypothetical, you asked a question, right? Why would God create a world that he knew would happen? Like this? I'm talking about.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
I never asked if God created. I never did a hypothetical.
No. You said, why? If I was God, why would I first place create this world if I'm all knowing and knew this would happen?
I asked what my limitations were. I never put forward a hypothetical.
No, you did say why.
I'm pretty sure someone's recording it. I'm fairly certain that.
Yeah, I'm recording it, and you're wrong.
I would say use your editing thing and go back and find where
we can play it back.
The hypothetical.
Yeah. I mean, you can play it back later after this conversation. You can play it after this conversation.
I'm
You're not
making a new video, though. I'm almost reaching my time.
Woo! I'm finally on the internet! I have an archive of places where I'm on the internet in different formats. This is my first big screen video. That's why I subscribed. Woo!
Nice. Right. No, but listen, you've been consistent with what you're saying, but you did make a question. Why would God create it?
That I don't remember. Then I honestly don't remember.
That's
I'm
fair.
pretty
That's
sure.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But
I mean, I think after a while, if enough people said I did, I gotta at least assume that I probably did. I'm just misremembering because it is a little late.
Yeah, you're fine over there. You're being consistent, and I mean, I don't see any bad faith here from you. So
sure.
Only you can't live out your worldview realistically because if
What's
I
my
were
worldview?
to kill if somebody kills your loved one, and well, why do they get punished for it? Because they didn't have a free will choice in it. So if they didn't choose to do it, somebody made them do it. Why are they getting punished for it? So you should just let that person go.
I don't think kind of like the number one. I don't think the number one actually exists. It's a product of the mathematical language. I think free will is a language label we put on actions of humans, but it doesn't exist outside of that label we put on it. If you just want to say human actions, then yeah, sure, humans have action.
Can you go more detail?
No,
what
I don't hold
Even
much
animals have-
stock.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, there's nothing special about human action. This ultra label of free will doesn't hold much stock to me, other than that's what we're choosing to label as human action.
So what
Human
do you
action
call
exists.
when you look at the options and then make a decision, what are you calling that? Are you forced to make a decision of the options, or are you using your thought and logic and your experience to choose a path, or how are you making a decision and moving forward in that?
What do you mean? No, I see where you're going with that, but
He's asking, if it's not free will, then what is it? Is what he's asking. Okay. Really, dude?
No, I'm saying if that's what the label we want to put it, then yeah, let's call it free will. But I'm just saying,
but you just said it doesn't exist. So
outside. No, outside. Yeah, it's. Hold on.
Okay, dude.
I joined. I wish I got on here at like 6, and I've been on since like what time is it now?
10.
Depends on where you live.
I'm getting too old for
Are you
doing debates this late.
Eastern or West or whatever?
It's not a debate. We're just asking a question.
Yeah.
If it's
All
not
right.
free will, then what is it?
Big news.
It's free will.
You watch
It's
You
free will.
just said it's not. Are you trolling?
I think
playing with us
no.
or not?
He's conceding. He's conceding it is free will.
For the sake of so we have a common language, we're calling it free will.
He's
But
conceding.
I'm saying on a bigger picture,
But
you know,
you
it's
said
just
we
how we're
don't
describing.
have
No, I'm saying that free will outside of human action isn't a thing. You know, it's just something we're labeling as our decision making process. It's a product of language.
So couldn't you just say it's decision-making process?
Yeah, which is what I said earlier.
So it exists.
Yeah, decisions
This can't be
exist.
this can't be this difficult.
That's what free will is to make a
I'm
choice
losing
or a
brain cells.
decision.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
But everything,
You're
if
becoming
everything's
more and more Muslim.
if everything's preordained by a God character, past, present,
No.
and future, then where's
we don't.
wrong.
We don't believe that
That's
every
wrong.
God has
That's
ordained
wrong.
everything.
Why do you
I'm
think
just giving you a
everything
hard
is
time.
preordained?
That removes
Don't
free
I said-
will.
Because of
it says
people
if.
teach that shit.
It says
That's
if.
why.
Yeah, so
Wait,
if you guys
wait,
just said,
wait.
if you guys say no, that things aren't preordained, then that's fine. But it puts a limitation on the God, doesn't it?
No, it
No,
doesn't.
no.
How so?
Because he gives you free will. Oh,
No, but it's a
Hey,
paradox,
hey.
right?
no. It's
If he
not.
doesn't,
No.
if the God character doesn't know past, present, and future
No,
events, then
preordaining
No,
doesn't
that's just-
have to do with
that's just-
knowledge of a
that's
thing.
just a demonstration of the construct
Like-
of time.
That's knowledge
that's
has
all it
nothing to
means.
do with
Yeah,
ordaining
and God
things.
is outside of space time and matter, so therefore it doesn't work.
how do you know
the
that?
thing, the
Like,
thing that I
that's
think
just
about is
Well,
when
God
we talk
created
about
the
God,
universe,
just because
therefore
he
he's
knows
outside the
what's gonna
universe.
happen doesn't mean he's forcing
what?
it.
Actually,
Like,
Royal's
what?
actually
Two
pretty good
together.
at explaining that.
Like I can know like what my daughter would do in a situation, but doesn't mean I'm forcing her to do it.
And I could tell you the score of the football game before you watched it.
No, but the God character created everything, and including the time and the decisions we make, right?
No, he didn't
Not
make
no
the decisions.
decisions.
He didn't create
No.
decisions. He didn't go,
He
hey,
cre-
this guy will eat this today, and tomorrow he'll do that, and this guy's
Yeah,
gonna die
that's
from
not
a
what
car
God
crash.
did.
He didn't do
God,
that.
God set a specific. Hold up. God set a specific standard. Now, humans had a choice with the standard. They did something bad with it. They sinned. The first sin that led human, like a domino effect. All this
Why is that
sin
funny?
just keeps doubling and doubling. Yeah, it's not funny. It's horrific. It's the
No,
worst thing-
it's
it's
not.
the worst human atrocity of
So
all.
let me
the
ask you-
To not eat a fruit that he
Hold
put in the garden,
on.
and
No,
that's the worst sin possible.
It's not the worst sin. There's no
It's
such thing as the worst
disobeying
sin.
the word of God.
Hold on, Pivotal. In your worldview, if God exists, does that mean he preordains a child to be raped?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh
See?
my
See,
gosh.
you get it now? You get it, guys?
Okay, but like,
that kind of bullshit
why?
teaching I've been
Why would
warning
you
you guys
believe
about?
that though?
Thank you. He's an atheist, and
I
he's
don't
propagating
put a
it.
limitation on a god character
Thank you.
How is it a
No, I know
limitation for him
that.
not
I
to
know
ordain
that.
it?
Teaching's been
But
happening
that's
for
what
years,
that's
bro.
what that's
because
what
he
you
created
would-
Plashra in future.
Yeah,
That's
we
not a
probably got
limitation though.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you say that the god character isn't in control then of even
Exactly
decisions,
the
then you're
same.
putting a
God is
limitation.
sovereign over creation, but how is he no longer sovereign if the humans have free will?
God's a play actor guy. That's all he is. He's a play actor guy. That's all
See,
he is.
here's-
In the
here's the
Bible, when
thing,
God
having
says,
free
if
will
you
isn't
do this,
necessarily
I will
proved.
do
Actually,
that.
wait,
Like,
let
there's
me ask you
actually
this.
There's a
Pavoli, how do you come to the
there's
wait?
a high
hold-
chance that we don't have free will.
Second Life, hold up. That's separate. Please don't just interrupt. You can wait.
It's not
it-
separate.
Pavoli,
He just said that humans had free will.
well, we do,
not
but if you
separate.
want to talk about that in a second, just
See-
wait your turn.
See, Moon?
I'm asking
the
him a question.
fruit from people
Pavoli,
like bias.
How do you come to the
Dude,
conclusion
and
that
he
God
just-
Been happening for
preordains
years.
child
Hold on,
I
marriage?
know.
can you guys go over
And
there?
they're
Because
still pushing
it
it.
keeps we keep talking over each other.
Oh,
Like go over
sorry.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right,
You
I'll
know
shut
what gets me is that they make a decision and they act like somebody's forcing them to do stuff, but
Yep.
they made the decision to put on VR goggles and come into VR.
No,
No,
God
no, no,
ordained
that's
it for
fake
that.
news. No, no, no,
Preordained
that's
that.
CNN, fake news.
False
Stump,
news, false
Stump
news.
Calvin. No, CNN, Stump Calvin is the one true to faith, the one true. It's true.
You can't have
God
enough false
preordains
news.
child rape. It's that simple. It's that simple. Just read the Bible. It
Oh,
says
oh,
it
oh.
explicitly in Romans 9,
I-
11 through
Bro.
24.
This is why people like Pivotal will not come to faith.
Pivoli.
because
It's
of-
Pivoli.
Pivoli won't come to faith
There's no
because
T in
of
mine.
Christians. It's not even his fault. It's other. You seeing it now? You're seeing. I hope you're seeing. You know what?
It's
This was good that you did this in front of Royal. I'm glad you're having this discussion because I've been talking about this week, and you're the fruit of it, and it's not even your fault. God
Can I
ordained
be a vegetable, please, or at least a pepper? I grow peppers in my free time. I grow over 40 species. Can I be a pepper if that's my fruit? They're technically berries. Did you know that, Royal?
we said
The
that.
peppers are
That's
berries.
out of topic.
I did
dude.
not know
That's out
that.
of
But I mean, that's
topic.
a little out. That's a little out of topic.
Sorry, I'm late, guys.
I know why he uses it. I know why he uses it. I'm just
Okay,
having a
what's
little bit of levity, please. I'm in video games. I want to have fun while I'm playing video games too.
Well,
It's at somebody else's
interesting 'cause,
expense.
you know, when you come in here, I guess you like to argue or have debates. I'll say, right?
But it's a discussions because a debate has a formal topic and even time and all that. Technically, that's a debate. They're
It could be
discussions.
an informal debate, right? You could say it's informal, right?
Right.
God
So,
preordained.
so that's the thing. Like, you could be off right now, like in a room having fun, having discussions that are not upsetting for you.
These are the rural or the room with these are the most fun. I'm not complaining.
I got you. Yeah.
They are the most fun, rather than listening to some kids spout the N-word every 5 seconds. In here, it's better, right? It's better in here. Even if we don't agree, it's more civil in here, relatively speaking.
Yeah. But Shabba Dabba Doo's room is way too uncivilized. Like I hear like 30,000 adults talking over each other.
Oh yeah, and I should. It's just an echo chamber in there at least.
It's like not even serious.
So who here is an atheist?
Hi.
Yeah, me too. Nice.
So let me ask you, Second Life, does God preordain all the evil in the world? In other words, he's written it in a book where it has to happen without anybody's free will?
He's written it in a book, and that it's preordained because he wrote it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what I'm saying is we don't, like Pavoli says, we don't really have a free will. Because if God
Correct.
exists, which you guys don't believe, but if he did, how you understand it is that he's already written this somewhere for it to play out, and we didn't really have a choice. So, in some sense, God is a moral monster because children who get raped and murdered, well, God already decreed that before they were even born.
It's all God's fault.
Okay, so guys, you getting it now? Even he said yes.
So when he says
Yellow,
yes,
you
but
getting this?
What you're
He's not
wait,
making an
wait,
attack
wait,
at you guys. He's saying
Wait,
say again.
Can
I
say
changed my
something?
name for that reason.
Is a good reason why
Okay.
Calvinism is not true.
Thank you, brother.
The people who
I could-
They'd rather not hear your explanation. He doesn't want to hear your explanation.
Hey,
Hold on,
there's
I
fucking
can't kiss
alcohol.
no
about
No, they're just saying that they don't.
Muslim kiss.
They already
Brother,
have a heavy disagreement on Calvinism,
I kiss
and they're
you on the
saying
forehead.
that you guys have
Yeah,
a like.
call me-
There's
just say
like
Archon.
it's not even your fault
Archon.
of Calvinists spread this.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Okay, yeah, good.
because he said yes, why is he wrong? All he's saying.
No, he's not saying he's wrong. He's not saying he's
No,
wrong. He's saying,
I'm not saying
look,
he's
this
wrong.
is a fruit of Calvinism, like Calvinism, and then
So is Calvinism good or bad in your opinion?
I don't believe it
It's
to
a
be true.
heresy.
It's a heresy.
So because he said yes, and because it's a Calvinistic thing, why is the Calvinistic view wrong?
We're not saying it's wrong
they're
because he said it. We're
butchering
saying
scripture, and
we're
they're
saying
teaching
that's not
the
what
world
the-
this, and that's the fruit of it.
So what? Like, can I say something? Because I didn't even really
sure.
get to say anything.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just
We're not
said yes.
blaming anything on you at all. We're just saying
Right, we're not
we disagree
blaming
with
you at all. We're
Calvinism.
blaming other Christians for this, not even
Yeah,
you
that's
guys.
that's fine. My point's more like I don't even really need scripture to be able to prove that point is proof like obvious. Like
We're
if,
not
if God,
saying it's in scripture.
no. Well, you just said that they misinterpret scripture.
They misinterpret scripture to push
I
this
see what
idea.
he's saying. I see what
Right,
NTA is
so that's
saying
what
at
I'm
this
saying. I
point.
don't even need scripture to prove that. All I'm saying is I can just look at it objectively and say this is obvious. So if you can bear with me for a
The
minute.
second, he's saying because the Calvinist teachings are what are embedded in our arguments, he's saying that there's limitations that are originally in the scripture, and I have a problem with a God that has limitations.
No, the scriptures
no, we're
is
not
not
even
God.
saying limitations.
I'm not even
We're
saying
even
any of
saying
that. I'm just saying with like even absent of any scripture, if you just came up with this God yesterday and we talked about it and like people were like, yeah, that's a cool idea, I could still disprove this or like I could still prove this point.
Okay, let me
is all I'm trying to
clarify
get at.
then. Let's take,
NTA,
let's
before you
take
go,
God out of it. Right? Let's just take
What's that?
God out of it. Let's.
Okay.
I'm going to go in your camp. God doesn't exist. Okay. I'm going to take that stance. God doesn't exist. Now, does free will? Is that a real thing or is that just an imaginary?
So this gets more into philosophical, but I would say that there is a high likelihood of determinism, like the fact that all of your like choices and like things that you do in life are predetermined. There's a heavy
By who? Yeah.
oh my god, so many things. Like so right off the bat, you're brought into this world just based off of whatever genes your
my,
parents
what?
have, your
No.
whatever
I'm talking
predetermined-
about choices.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm getting at. So like you're brought into
that's
this world
interesting.
based off whatever genes and stuff that your
Okay.
parents have. That
Yep.
will predetermine whether or not you're going to have an allergy to things. That'll be predetermine whether or not
No. I'm talking about moral choices, not
I know,
biology.
I'm getting there. I'm going to go through all the steps real quick because it'll
No,
make it
you're
easier
not.
to understand.
You're pontificating. I'm asking about
I'm not,
moral
though.
choices.
I'm really I know,
Moral
I'm
choices.
getting there.
Not my hair color, not my eye color, not if my limbs, if I'm 6 feet or 5 feet. I don't care about that. I'm specifically just asking about moral choices. Period.
So people tell you things in your life, and then you are basically. So because these people tell you these things and say like, oh, this is bad or that is bad, or you'll go to prison for this or that, this predetermines your decision to do things already. So just by knowing that there's repercussions for your actions, that automatically changes the outcome of what you may or may not have done.
Have you not listened to
that's
the
not
testimonies of mass
hey,
murderers?
NTA, hold up before. Hey, but two things.
That's
Two things
influence,
before
Yeah, do you
anybody
think that they-
determination.
Do you think that they all decided to murder?
Hey,
You don't
guys.
think that any
Hey,
of them were
second
just
life,
broken
second life,
people?
dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey,
so,
I'm
like,
gonna have to cut
they
this
do
off
make
real
Wait, hold
quick.
on. I think you have to be clear
murder
on.
people.
I think we all have to agree on the term of predefinition. I mean, predetermination, because I don't think you're using predetermination as its actual definition.
Well, it's determinism.
You're conflicting with influencing of others.
No. So like again, this is why I was trying to explain everything ahead of time, because this is what you guys do when you start to lose an argument, but that's okay.
Well, you don't have to put that in. That has
So you want to
nothing
tell
to do
me
with the
that
conversation.
Yeah,
because I
Just
have
go
black
to your
hair
argument.
and green eyes, that
You have a
that's
look
part
credit
of
score.
me, my moral choices?
And you
on,
look
man.
like Harry Potter.
Well, I didn't say that. That nobody said that.
I'm asking about moral choices.
Right.
Harry Potter
And then
has black hair. and
Not
green eyes,
something
I'm
I can't help. I can help not killing people,
Yeah. Did
but
you?
I can't help if my hair color or my eye color, for
Okay.
instance.
So do you decide to know that it's bad to kill somebody? Do you decide to know that?
Do I just? Yes, I do.
You
in my
decide
heart.
to know that it's bad
Yes.
to kill somebody. No,
Yes,
that's just
yes.
factually wrong. You were taught that You were taught
No,
that it's wrong.
absolutely not. No,
This
who
is,
said
this
that?
is
No.
absolutely
Can I
obvious.
give
because
You can
you
decide.
will
You
kill
can
them.
decide something is
You
right
have
or
known
wrong
other
yourself.
people
That's
for all of
subjective.
history.
That is subjective.
Oh my god!
Can I
dude.
give you an example of where killing somebody would be allowed?
Whenever it's subjectively okay, whenever you decide
No,
that it's okay.
objectively. When somebody kills somebody else,
That's it.
So,
I mean, if someone can
so,
subjectively come
court
to a
law.
conclusion, you just proved his point. that
Sure,
you
but can we
decide
stop
No,
for
I
a
really
second?
didn't.
Somebody had a
right or wrong
question. I
subjectively.
want him to ask this question real quick. But before you go, objectively, Jay Dyer cooked that black Hebrew Israelite. All right, Trivia XZ.
What?
I'd like to. I saw the title
He's
of the
talking
room.
about
I'd like
something
to know why is Muhammad a pedo and a murderer?
He is.
He
This
is.
is true.
I mean,
I'm
I
not-
can
I'm
literally
not-
give
I'm not
you
saying he's wrong.
six
He married a
pretty decent
6-year-old
pieces of
and the night of
evidence
Al Zoot.
to explain why.
And consummated
question
murder.
is,
Brother,
Really?
well, that's a bit off topic, but let's get back on the main
According
topic.
to
Thank you for
her-
your
Yeah,
question.
Well, let's
Yeah.
answer his question. There's a hadith in the saying in Acts of the Prophet that he married a 6-year-old and had
Hey,
consummated
there's
marriage
12
at
of them.
9.
Yeah, but you can't really marry a 6-year-old. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit dodgy.
That's why
We
it's
agree.
not-
There's
that's
We
12
why
of
it's
them.
not-
Actually, there's more than 12 of
I'm
them.
overwhelmed.
6
I
years
can't
old.
move it.
Okay,
And-
look, we
and
got
apparently
another.
he's the
We
perfect
got
example.
somebody who agrees with the truth. All right, we can get back to the predetermination stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so Second Life, what you said is that being subjective, that denotes a free will choice. Because you can't be subjective and not make a free will choice.
Shut up, bro.
So your argument is kind of self-defeating.
True.
I can literally give you like 6 solid points as to why determinism is real.
5-point
Or
calculus.
is likely. You guys want to hear them?
Yes.
Go ahead.
the point,
Go ahead.
but-
Okay, so that's what I was
Go
trying to
ahead,
get
but I
at.
mean,
So-
you've
we'll
already
go through
kind
each
of
one, and then
self-defeated
we'll just
your
talk about
argument.
the one as you move on
Okay,
through it, and
that's fine.
we'll
Hold up, hold up.
reasons.
You can
Well, I'm
say it,
just
but
gonna
like
lay out all
you've
6,
already
and then we can
you've
touch on the topics as we need.
you
'Cause
can,
I'm just gonna
but
get
right
through them.
before that though, like I like we like based on what you said, you kind of self-defeated your argument. The
I
question
really
was
didn't, though.
the question was, can you decide that something is right or wrong from your own from yourself? And you said no.
No, because
until you said
you're
yes.
told.
And
No, I
then
didn't. I
you
never
just
once
told
said
me
yes.
someone can come through subjective reasoning
I
to know
definitely did not
something
say
is
yes.
right or wrong by themselves.
So
So you just kinda defeated
self-refutation,
your own
basically.
argument.
Are you guys done?
Self-refuting.
He didn't see that coming.
Do you guys
So,
want to
yeah,
hear the points or
go
no?
ahead, say the first point of determinism.
Go ahead, but
That was
you've already defeated
preordained, by the
yourself.
way.
Just for
You-
context, are you a Muslim?
No, I'm atheist.
He's an atheist.
Agnostic
Okay,
atheist.
cool. Just wondering.
Who's Christian here? Who's Christian?
Me?
Me.
Why does it matter at the moment? Trying to
We
get to the
win.
topic
Because
here.
I want to ask a little.
Wait,
question.
don't
Yeah,
don't
we do
interrupt.
have to
We're
wait.
having a
Yeah, don't
conversation.
interrupt
I'm not-
though.
I'm
Yeah,
not
just
interrupting.
wait.
Oh.
Second Life was
Yo,
in
master.
the middle of a.
I
Is
am
that
over here
kettle
talking.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do
It's
your
it's
job.
not an
Okay,
accolade or
so
a badge.
Master,
just
come
first
over
off,
here, I can-
you
I
don't,
believe
you
in the
don't choose your
resurrection of
starting
Christ.
conditions, right? Like you didn't choose your genes or
come
your
over here,
parents
Dude,
or your brain
that's
structure,
not
your childhood
predetermination.
experiences. You didn't.
I'm
It literally
listening to
is.
you attentively.
No,
So
you didn't choose.
choose.
Nobody
no, you
determined
didn't
that
choose
either.
any of
Nobody
the stuff.
determined that
That's what
either.
I'm
So
saying. There are things that
I'm
you don't
choosing-
You
choose.
didn't
I'm
choose.
choosing to
You
listen
didn't
to
choose
you.
your culture. You didn't choose your education or the countless events that literally shape your personality. That's literally all things you did not
who
choose
determined
to
that
do.
though?
Right? We can all
So
agree on that.
Well,
you
I
would
just don't
say
wanna, like-
that.
Still
So
waiting
on the
for moral
argument
argument.
of nurture versus nature, you
Yeah.
would say that it's all nature, nothing nurture.
Well, no, like that's literally what I'm just saying. You everything like your genes, your parents, your brain structure, and your childhood experiences. Those are all things that are either inherited from your parents or things that you just experienced throughout your childhood.
Yeah, that's
All
not
things that we would say is
predetermination.
nature.
No one predetermined. that.
In that discussion,
well, the
nurture
things that you
versus nature.
experience, the things that you experience during your childhood is not nature. That's nurture
I
as
somewhat
well.
agree with Second Life here.
Yeah,
because
but my
when we're
eye
young,
color, where
our
I was
brains
born,
are so
I know, but
malleable.
you're
to
talking
the
about
place
nature
I
there. But
live,
I
those
literally
are-
said,
we're
I
that
literally
planted
said,
on
if you were
decision.
listening, childhood
That's nature
experiences.
that
You
gave
weren't
that to me,
listening.
if you will, in the discussion.
Him, that guy, behind you.
And it's a false dichotomy as well. It's not nature versus nurture. He's just giving a description of both nature and nurture predetermined. Where you
Sure,
end up.
sure.
What-
But I mean,
what
we're
I'm
not
saying, though,
talking
that
about your
there's been
nature,
this
though.
argument
We're
that's
talking
gone
about
back
your
far,
decisions. You
you
come
know,
to.
Oh my god, dude.
as far that like
You
who
don't choose these
determines who
conditions,
you
is
are?
what I'm showing you. You don't choose these. These
Sure.
are not choices
Sure.
you made.
Sure,
Okay,
but
exactly. But
just
they
because
share
it's
my
just because you don't choose it
but
doesn't
they
mean it's
still
predetermined.
influence what
could
you
be
think and
helpful
how you behave.
to this discussion.
What's that?
Like I was raised in the church. I was raised in Sunday school.
Right.
It was all Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. This, all the Gospels, etc. But I did not, with my malleable young brain, inherit that. I had to grow up almost rejecting that into adulthood and be broken, smashed to smithereens before I decided I was going to be a Christian and that I needed Jesus.
Right. So if you were born in China and you were raised in a totally different religion, you would not have that experience. You wouldn't all of a sudden become Christian. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Let me ask
Was your family a Christian?
Okay, can I
Was your family
finish my
Christian?
points? I literally got through one point.
I had
Dude,
every
point one
option
is so
to
tough.
embrace Jesus.
Got 5 more.
Like if
What's that?
twins,
I was
like,
Point
if
one has
twins
nothing to do with the
experience
conversation. I
same,
don't know what he's talking
You know,
That's
about.
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
house, the same
My
being
church,
born, the same
my
time.
That's
school,
literally,
and
you're
all this,
making
my
my
like,
point
high
they
for
grew
me.
up having different
Yeah, you're making my
personalities.
point
Jesus.
for me.
But I didn't accept him.
That's fine.
I had to be smashed to pieces.
By the way, there's a lot of
to
people in
accept
China
Jesus
that come into
Christ.
Christ. Have you seen the videos?
And
Oh my
and
god.
to
And,
have
and like
Christ
when
come into
people
me
they grow up and
and
they
raise
learn
me
about
up
the
from
world,
those
which is
pieces.
what God intends for people to do.
Right.
You know, He's
So if
put
you're
in
saying
their heart.
you're born
if
into
you were
this
never
culture and
introduced to
therefore that's
Christ
your culture,
before,
that's just
and
not
when they grow
Christ.
up,
you think
you
you
know,
would
they're
still
gonna
come to
they're
Christ
gonna
if you were
seek Him
never
out if they
introduced to
want.
Christ?
God will you know.
That's what
go
I'm
to them
saying.
if they
I
seek
was
Him out.
introduced to Christ.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I
saying.
do want to
is
ask you
if
this:
you were
is your
never
family
introduced to
atheist?
Christ, how would you still come to Christ? If you've never even known about him, never been taught about him, how would you ever come to him?
No, it pains
Second.
me to say, but I was
Oh
born into ignorance of Christ.
You just said that you were raised in some sort
took
of
it for granted.
religious family.
I took it for granted from
I know, but that's
a
not saying that
toddler
you weren't
age.
raised in it. That's what you just said 2 seconds ago. So now your
That's
story's
what I'm
changing.
saying.
I think this
No,
can.
Oh my god,
story
Kate,
is
This
can I
not
argument
continue
changing.
my
can
points, please?
backfire, though.
Holy
There
hell.
are
No,
atheists
your
who
point was,
isn't going
if you're
weren't
born
introduced
into
to
it
atheism
and
but
you're
became
raised
atheists.
around the
Yeah, so
culture,
you
then
didn't
you'll
choose
embrace
that.
that culture. But what I'm
That's what I'm
saying is,
telling you.
my entire
God, Lee,
culture was
You're not
Jesus.
listening, dude.
I rejected
They're
it.
actually like fighting.
I, as a
They're
person,
having
was
an
smashed
argument.
to pieces.
Exactly. You didn't choose
Yeah,
to do
and
that.
only then.
Yeah.
Only then.
Did you choose that? Did
Wait,
you
do
choose
random
then.
movies.
Right, exactly. So
then.
you're proving my point for me. That the
I'm
literal
not,
whatever
actually.
whoever smashed you, that's what got
Nobody
you to Christ.
smashed me. Life
Well, that's
smashed.
what you said. You were smashed.
Yeah, I
So
got
I've been
it.
So
smashed.
whoever smashed you
I've
into
smashed
Christ.
and I've been smashed. But
Yeah. So that's
hold
exactly
on.
my point. You're proving my
Only
point.
at
for
my
me.
lowest
Second,
point.
your point backfires though, because
No, it didn't.
someone can be
No.
born with a
Yeah,
purely
second
Christian
life,
family and still
only
become
at my
atheist
lowest point.
without being introduced
Oh
to
my
it.
god, I can't
No,
hear you. There's 4 people talking.
If I may, his point isn't
when
about
you feel
Christianity.
broken,
His point is about
and you
what you
call
don't
on
control
every
that raises
single
you.
name that you think
I'm saying in
will
general,
absolve
someone
you,
can
That's
have a different
and then
belief that
you
they weren't
finally
introduced
land
to.
on the name Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and then you're absolved.
Are you done?
So
That's
to
what
say
fixed
that
me.
your environment is all that
It's
you
not
are is
predeterminate. Oh,
definitely
whatever,
not
bro.
true. Because
never
all
only
you
said
have to
that.
do is
One
go to
point,
families with
and I
twins,
have-
and you
thank
can
you.
see
Do you
that
see what
there's
happens in
something
that
else
world when I
besides
He's
said
not even
you
talking
get
about morality. He's talking about his
that is
genes and
producing
stuff.
your
I don't get
I
it.
guys aren't
know.
even
I'm just,
listening.
my
I'm just
point.
telling you. I
Nobody's
had
That's why
literally
I
none of
was
you are
saying I
listening.
don't
You
get
all want
school.
to ignore
I was
this.
had
asking about
religion,
the
I
moral
had
choices.
everything.
But he
I had
wanted to
it
go
all
outside of
there.
that. You see why they do it?
Yes.
Are you guys done?
Was that my nature or my nurture?
Well, you gotta actually interact with our question. Our question was talking about you making decisions. Can you make decisions as a human?
I
You're
know, and I
talking
wanted to
about
finish
your
these
genes and your
6 points,
nature.
but you
Nobody
Right, he
guys
was
asked about
going
can't
that.
even
through
get
the
through one.
points of determinism, but that first point that you're bringing up, that we don't have any control, and that makes our personality, that's not true.
It does.
No, we have
It
to.
most certainly does.
It most certainly is not true.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You,
we
okay,
forgive
so
you because you didn't have
you
control
chose
of
your
being
parents.
an
You
asshole.
chose your genes.
God, it's not his
Did you?
fault.
Did you
Nope.
choose the genes? Okay,
How do
so
you know
didn't
you
choose
didn't?
that. Did you choose
We're
your
not
parents?
talking about your nature,
see?
dude.
No,
We're not
okay, right.
talking about your nature.
So your
How do you know you
parents
didn't?
are
So how did that
whatever
determine my
religion.
personality? Let
Oh
me
my
hear that.
god! Can you let
Yeah.
me finish?
I'm outta
Jesus
here,
Christ!
but
You
he's not
guys
answering the
interrupt every 2
questions.
seconds.
Hey, let's not use his name in vain.
That's his name. Don't
Appreciate
worry.
Well, you have to believe in him for it to matter.
I believe in him.
See?
And
Yeah,
one
I
day
don't.
you will
That's what
stand
I'm saying.
before him, and you're gonna wish that
See?
you believed in him.
You have
But that's a whole
absolutely no
different
evidence of that.
discussion. I know I'm not here to, change your mind, because God's gonna have to do that. Unfortunately,
So anyway,
Don't change his mind,
words
just threaten
from me
him.
is not gonna do that for you. The words
So
from
you-
these
you-
fellas
you
here,
don't
'cause
choose.
you guys
You
just
don't
came in
choose your
here to
parents.
troll this
You don't
room
choose your
and
genes.
have fun.
You don't
with the
choose your brain
discussions. I get it.
structure. All of these things are predetermined.
Who says I'm trolling?
Your childhood experiences, all of those things are already, they're just happening to you. You don't get to choose any of that, but they influence who you become as a person. That is Yeah, exactly. You didn't choose any of that though. It makes you who you are
So
because
do you have children?
That's a domino effect of
that is
causes.
determinism.
That's
It
not
is determining
As an
what is going to
atheist,
happen
who
because
determines those things to happen?
You were having things happen.
No,
to you.
please let him finish. I've been
You're not
waiting for him to
determining.
finish for like 20 minutes. Please let him.
Right,
get
I
to the
Dude, you
get
point.
guys
your
have been talking
argument,
this
but,
entire
like,
fucking time. What
but
kind
it's
of
not
fucking
true
Twilight
because all
Zone?
you have to, if you have
Jesus
children,
Christ.
you would understand that that's not true. Do you have children?
Yes.
So if you had twins, they would be raised in the same point. And by the
Yes,
time
and they would be
were
different.
2, they would be having the same experience. But you would know by the time they were about a year to
Because they have different
they would
genes
have
and different attributes to them that are predetermined. You're missing
but
the
they're
whole
twins.
point. Exactly. They're different people though.
If
Because
your
it's
children
predetermined. They didn't
ever
Exactly.
do anything
That's
in
my
their
point.
life,
Oh my
They're
god,
different
if you could
people.
choose
you caused them to do it.
you could be they could be the same person if they wanted to.
But
They
they're going
cannot.
through the same
Oh my
you know,
god, dude.
the same household, the
you're
same
talking about
parents, the
yeah,
same
just
teaching.
environment.
They're going through the same thing,
Right.
but they
But
come
their
out
brain
different
structure is
personalities, and you
different.
can see that
Respectfully.
by the time they're like
Oh
a year
my
and a half.
Hey, Nova. Everyone has a memory of when you learned hot things are hot and dangerous, right? Even
Yes.
twins will never have that memory because they necessarily won't always learn when things are hot at the same time. So that there's a million different branching points where the twins will divert and be different people. They'll just look the same, and generally their genetics will be the same. But
Here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying though is that this is the point you're missing, is that when you're a good parent, like you can see the personality that's coming out in your child even when they're 1 year old.
okay,
You
how
don't
does
have
that?
to wait
How does
till
that?
they're 16,
That's not a
15 or
point
whatever,
against
you know?
determinism at all.
That's not a point against determinism. That's just
We're
you
not
being a good
talking
parent.
about
It is just
determinism in the
observation,
sense
because
of
if
your
you had
your
multiple
physical
children
body.
at
I'm
the
talking
same
about
time, being
your
born at the same
choices.
time, going through the same environment, you would be able to see that they have different personalities.
Yes, because their brain structures are fucking different. Holy shit. How
Are
fucking
you saying if they had the same brain structure, they would do the exact same thing?
people, bro.
Question.
Even finished.
Twins don't have the
got-
same
they
fucking
got-
brain.
They got
What do you
they
think
got
a
What
the
if they
twin
did?
same face.
I
They got the
literally
same,
have best friends that I grew up
you
with
know?
my entire life that are twins, bro.
Mr.
They
Moon.
have different brain structures. Trust me.
I know,
trying
but
to
if
twin.
edit something.
Holy
Well, tell him I'm a
moderate the
twin.
room. If anybody interrupts,
What?
Yeah, so that's the reason why that doesn't hold true. Because
No,
even
you
with
literally
twins,
explained
can see
absolutely
different
nothing, dude. You did
personalities.
not win. This is not a win for
Hey,
you.
no one's
I'm
winning,
telling you
no
right
one's
now.
making
I'm
an
not
argument.
explaining.
We're
I'm
just
just
Deal
to
with
tell
my
you the
question
fact
when I
of
talk
life.
about
asked the
choices of
questions
morale.
that
I haven't
need to
even
ask,
gotten
like
through
a
my points,
Christian.
bro. This is
Alex,
literally
like,
the point
we're-
of
we're-
one.
Because it has
What you guys
nothing
do-
to do with our
You have
question.
5
shut up
more.
in a few seconds. Let me finish the points.
chill out.
Then this is why I didn't want to go through every single one.
Because you're not
individually.
talking about our question.
Because
You're
gonna
answering
just
something
fucking
else.
get galloped the entire time. You guys just listen. Just listen.
Dude, we're not answering the question. He's talking about
So
something
we're,
else.
we're
Nah,
gonna
you won't.
look at each point as you raise it up.
Told you.
That way we can have
Raise
discussion
5
about it.
points.
Hello,
Go on to
We'll
the
stay
next
silent the
hey guys,
entire
listen. What we're
time.
not going to be doing,
Are you
what we're
son of
not
God?
going to be doing, is interrupting each other. If we're just going to be speaking up like this is Uba Booga Room, we're not doing that, and you'll be kicked immediately. Royal, I'm trying to edit a video. People start interrupting, kick them. No warnings. This is not a warning. All right?
No one's really
Oh, the kid,
interrupting. The
he's
issue
the-
is we're not getting an answer
Sure,
to our
people
question. He's
yell,
talking about
yeah.
something else.
What the?
Yeah, or we
man.
can just blab
I don't know.
on
It
it.
You're
just
not
sounded
answering
like
our
people were
question,
speaking
though.
at each other.
Yo, the kid.
It's not our
So
question.
Are you guys
life.
ready?
So point
Are you going to answer our question?
Round it up.
No, you guys aren't even listening
No,
to my
you're
other
not going to
points.
answer our question. You just said you're not going to answer our question.
Oh my fucking god, dude. We've already
Hey,
talked
hey,
about
I thought
this.
God doesn't
Yo,
exist.
yo,
Why would you
yo.
say that? Why would you use God?
Relax,
He
you're
doesn't
around
exist.
believers who believe in God, so please watch it. I mean, I
You ready
wouldn't
for
use
the
your
points?
mom's name as a
He
curse
does-
word, right?
He doesn't.
Look,
he
if you're
doesn't
not
have
going to answer the
free will to
question,
do
I
it.
mean, why would we have to
I
listen?
will if you let me get the points out, for fuck's
But
sake.
your responses to
remember
our
what the question
question.
is.
Our question
remember
We're
the
is:
asking about how
do you
morals
have the
and
do you
determinism
have the
work together.
choice to make? Do you have the? Are you able to make choices by yourself?
No, that's the whole
So,
point
okay,
of determinism.
Okay, exactly. Now tell me why you can't make choices. I'm not
Because
talking
they're
about your
predetermined.
physical features. I'm not talking about your physical features.
Everything
I'm
is
saying
predetermined.
you taking actions, decisions based on
Oh
two
my god.
possible routes.
Because
that
of
has
things that
nothing
have
to
happened
do
to you
with
in the past.
predeterminism.
Yes, it does. This is what we're
But
talking
are you
about.
saying
This is the whole
somebody
debate. It's
predetermined that you
determinism
have
versus
two
having
options?
free will.
If you were given
that?
if you were given the option to if you had two options, right? Let's just say option A,
Chocolate
option
ice
B.
cream versus vanilla
Who
ice cream.
predetermined that you would have to take a choice between option A and option B? Who predetermined that?
It's your whole life experiences.
who?
It's everything
wh-
you've
When he was
experienced,
and
what
what
you're born with,
predetermined
what kind
that?
of traits you
With
have,
chocolate ice
whether you're
cream.
allergic to
And
things,
so
whether
now
you're
he only
not.
chooses
It's
vanilla
all
ice
different
cream.
types of
What
things that determine
predetermined
things.
that though? Exactly what
Literally
predetermined
everything
that?
in the past before that.
A bad infant
So are you
doesn't
saying every
necessarily
single
mean
thing
a
in the
bad
past, this is impossible? There's no other route. There's no other route because something predetermined this.
What?
Do you not think, like, for example, there can be like a butterfly effect where something else happens and it goes an entirely different route than if it had done another way?
That's like multiverse stuff. That's not really
It's not
determinism.
It's not a multiverse stuff.
Well, yeah,
You can't
butterfly
call
effect
yourself
would
an
If
atheist.
a
invoking
Your
a
entire worldview is
multiverse.
based on if it's
No such thing
God's
as a
will, then so
multiverse.
be it.
Stop putting your religion in here.
Yeah,
That's
quit
definitely not a
forcing it
religion.
on us.
Absolutely, it
But
is.
anyway, so
It's your
Yo,
belief.
Zuti.
do you want to
Who said that?
know the answer to the question, or do you guys just want to keep talking?
Do you know the
I would
question?
We've been
say go on
waiting
to
20
the second
minutes.
point because your first point really doesn't.
Well, you guys
hold a
won't let
lot
me
of
finish
water
with my
'cause
point.
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't
you're
know.
okay. You're gonna answer a question, but do you know the
Just
question?
say the answer.
Well, it's not as simple as just a yes or no.
No, I'm not
So
saying
I'm
a yes or
saying-
no. This is
I'm
just a
saying
question.
So when
no.
I asked you, is it you have free will? You said no. That's a yes or no question. You answered no.
Yes, I answered that. You're
Exactly,
asking
and
me
I
about
asked-
morals
and
and
I asked what
determinism.
predetermined
That's
that,
a
and you
little bit
started
more of
talking about
a
genes.
harder thing to just say yes or no.
We were
That's
talking
not-
about moral choices.
Yes.
Simple. You're talking
Bro,
about hair
lemons
color.
are so good.
Get out of here with that
What
crap.
he's
A
saying
choice is not
that-
necessarily
that
physical.
because
Bro,
of where a
lemons
person
are
was born
sweet,
and their
then they're
experience.
sour,
that
He's also
they're
talking about
always going to make
preference.
a certain decision based on the available, options, and that's
What?
coming from where they came from. And, like, they can never rise above that. They're always going to
Okay,
choose
this shit.
that particular
Okay.
because like the chocolate and vanilla. They found a cockroach in their chocolate, so they never eat chocolate again, right? So
that's a pretty
making
easy example.
But, huh?
Yeah, that's a pretty easy example. Yep.
Right, but
Yeah.
the problem is that you don't realize or I think you do realize it, and I don't say it's a problem, but I would say like to something to look at is that we can rise above those things and make a different decision.
Okay, so name a food you don't like. Do you like
Why
sardines?
can't we get on the real topic about morals? I've been
Because you
asking
guys
this
keep
20
changing the
minutes now.
subject anyway.
No,
No, we
because you keep
haven't.
changing the
You
subject to
are.
Oh my
food
God.
and other things. Nobody's asking about food.
Hair color, eye color, all this crap. We're talking
Morality
about
exists
moral
because
choices.
morals. Oh my God, morality exists because moral rules influence what
We're
people
not
do.
asking if morality exists. We're asking about the
No,
choices.
you didn't
in the
listen to what I
values of
said.
morality.
You didn't listen to what I said.
What's
Oh my God.
interesting to me
Morality
is somebody
exists
who doesn't
because
believe in
can't hear
God,
you,
you
Paul.
sure
You're
invoke
We
his
don't.
name a
We
lot.
know it
God.
exists.
You're glitched
You're
up. We
not
can't hear you,
listening to what I'm.
Paulie.
The whole of
You're
what I'm
not
saying.
listening.
You're not
We're
listening to what I'm
asking
Your
saying.
about-
mouth
we're
moves, but we
asking
can't
about
hear you. I don't know. You have to leave and
Holy
rejoin.
fucking
choices.
shit.
Yeah, holy fucking shit. Exactly.
You're thick in the head, man. Holy cow.
Okay,
Second
next ad
life.
hominem, but answer the question.
I'm trying to. You're not listening.
No, you're not answering. You're the one
Oh my
pontificating.
God.
Am I gonna have to Allahu Akbar you?
Are you
Listen,
Are
there,
you? Are you
dude,
going to get to the point?
the
Are
very
you
done? Morals
answer the
exist
question?
because moral rules influence
We're
what
not
people do.
asking if morals exist.
Oh my
Stop
fucking
strawman
God.
what I'm
You're
saying.
not listening to what I'm
hey,
saying. You're listening
not
to the first
we're not
two
doing the
words,
Lord's
bro.
name in vain.
Okay.
Control
Okay.
your anger.
You're listening to the
We-
first two words.
Okay,
You're listening
no.
to
so
just
second
the
life.
first
I'm gonna
words.
pose you.
Listen to the
I'm
rest
gonna
of the
explain
sentence.
something to you.
Listen to the rest of the sentence.
What, for a whole
Mor-
other 20 minutes about hair color?
No, listen. Jesus, fuck.
Come on,
Are you-
man.
Dude, why do you
brother.
keep using
See,
Jesus when you don't believe
morals-
he exists?
For somebody who doesn't,
Yeah.
you
Oh
sure
my God,
invoke his
because
name
it
a
doesn't
lot, man.
matter.
Dude, stop saying that, dude. Seriously, we're not
Like,
doing
what's
that.
your
Moral
mom's
rules
name?
influence what people do. Moral rules. Rules that just random people make up. Or because they're actually...
We're not
we just
talking about
agree that they're
morals,
wrong.
dude. We're not asking you
Yes,
what
you are.
morality
You just asked me
is.
how...
We're not
you
asking
just
what
asked
morality.
me
asking
Dude,
what
okay,
it
let
is.
me
how
tell you.
morals
about
We're
moral
and
talking.
determinism
Okay,
work together.
hold on. King, I'm
just asked me-
gonna say something. I want to be
You just
uninterrupted here
asked me
because
how
you're not
morals-
actually dealing with this.
Oh
the very
fucking God.
Dude,
there being
stop. If you do that one more time, I'm kicking you.
if there's anything such as a option A and option B, predetermination is false because both options are possibly choosable. That disproves the very
But they're not.
very existence of there being two options.
But they're
Disproves
not.
predetermination.
It's an illusion.
They're not. Yeah, exactly. It's an illusion.
It's an
Wait, so you
illusion.
don't really get to choose anything? So you don't have the choice between pizza and
Exactly.
burgers?
That's what he said, Roro.
Exactly.
That's what he said.
That's what
Well,
determinism
now
is.
you have to you have to ground that, like justify that. How?
That's what I was trying to do. You guys keep interrupting.
Yeah, and you keep talking about hair
He's gonna
colors.
add
Don't
in
talk
hair
about hair
color
colors
and
and
eye
physical
color
things.
and skin
I'm
color.
asking
Fuck.
what predetermined
And where you
that you
live.
may only
You
choose
did-
pizza
where you
and never
live.
choose
That's right.
burger in this
I think he
situation.
needs to talk to a black Hebrew Israelite.
CNN.
We don't need to talk like.
Can I talk now?
I think he needs to talk to Prophet.
The only way you can be a black Hebrew Israelite
You know,
is when you wear a
no, no,
WWE
like,
belt on your forehead.
I don't know how old Royal is or Rural is, but he's definitely like sounds like younger in life, and for real, like his brain is like put the right connections together.
No, they really haven't.
live
He
this
agrees
life.
with me, so he must be right.
Yeah, literally.
Nobody's saying
Personal
that.
incredulity-
Nobody's saying that. Second
He
Life.
kind of is.
Second Life. My question is,
so
right?
He didn't have a choice. It's
you guys want to hear the
predestined
answer? Or
Turn
not?
on your mic,
Do you, okay, but first,
Do you guys want to hear the answer?
first tell me what the question
We've
is,
been
so that
waiting
I
for
know you're
20
not
minutes.
running
This
from
is
the
a waste of
question.
time.
What is
You
the
were
question?
asking
Oh my
how
God.
morals and determinism work together.
No,
That was your
nobody
question.
asked that.
No,
nobody asked
we
that.
didn't
Okay,
That's my
ask
point.
that.
Fucking ask
This
your
is why we're
question
not
then
letting you
again.
talk, because
Holy
you're not
crap.
answering a question.
My God.
Our
Can
question
you
is
control your anger?
Holy shit. This is absolutely insane.
the
Yeah,
very
Which question?
okay.
Which
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
gonna have to
reflection of you not
re-say the
listening.
question, and you better listen, because I'm not gonna add the
Yeah,
word.
I've been
the
fucking
word
listening,
moral in
you
here.
little shit. Jesus Christ.
I'm not
I
gonna
literally
add the
have
word
been
moral in
listening
here
to
because I
everything
never
you're
did.
saying.
My
Yeah,
question
wait a second.
is,
You guys aren't the ones listening to me at all. You guys
My-
just want to keep thinking
We
your
are.
own
We
thing.
keep listening.
Without
You
listening at
blaspheme
all.
we
the
keep
Lord's
asking,
name.
but you keep talking about
Over
something
and over.
contrary to what we're talking about.
No,
you
I'm
keep
not.
talking about
No, I'm
something
not.
else.
I've been on the topic
So
the
this is
entire
the
time.
question, right? This is
Determinism.
the argument. This is the argument. The very existence of you being able to take option A and option B. Just because these exist, if this proves predetermination because you have the choice between option A and option B. Because you have a choice. If you're saying there is no such thing as option A and option B, now you have to justify that. Why
I
do you
didn't say there
believe
was
that?
not a option A and option B. I'm saying
Great.
the
So
choice
you also
is not there.
since there is a option B and an
The
option
choice
A,
isn't
that
there.
disproves
Right there.
predetermination
Square
because
circle.
it's not predetermined that you would take one route
Right.
over
Holy
the
It's
other.
like antimatter.
That doesn't.
You guys don't
disprove
have the
it. That
frontal
does not
lobe
disprove it.
developed enough
Right,
to
another ad
understand what I'm
hominem.
saying.
That's ad
another
hominem.
ad
You're not
hominem.
actually talking.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
not an argument.
what was your
Before
question about
before you
morals?
finish Second Life,
Nobody's
if you-
talking about morals.
He
Dude.
was.
If
He
you-
literally
listen,
was.
if-
He was asking
No,
me
he
about
was
morals.
asking about
Determinism.
choices.
Moral choices.
If you keep cussing and you keep throwing
Okay, ready?
insults, you're kicked. No more
For-
warnings.
So telling
Control
children that
yourself, you
stealing is
man-child.
wrong, praise
You're
and like praising
mansplaining.
honesty,
It's a
and then punishing
moral
theft.
choice.
What does that have to
Listen,
do with this?
Are you a
Holy
black
cow!
Hebrew Israelite?
You guys are literally insufferable. Just listen for 2
Are you a
seconds.
black Hebrew
I can't even get
Israelite?
more than 8 words
Yeah,
out.
I've been
without you guys
listening to
interrupting
you,
me.
man.
You're
I've
not
been
talking
listening to
about
you.
what we're talking about. You're having a different conversation than us.
You won't let me finish my fucking statement. Holy cow!
What do you?
What are you
What
gonna do,
question are you
blow up?
answering? What question are you answering? Dude?
Wow,
Press
you
the
guys are
button.
literally.
You don't have a
Press the button on his
choice.
forehead.
What question are you
You don't have free
answering?
will.
Like,
Are you
if
ready?
you can't
You have
even
free
tell me
will.
what the
You're
question
not angry
is,
right
like,
now.
How about I just say what I'm gonna say,
you
and then
have
you
free
guys,
will?
I'll let you know when I'm
Do you
done.
have
oh,
and
we're
then
not
you
gonna
can
let you
say
say what
something.
you're
I'm
gonna
not
say
angry
if it
right
has
Well, then
nothing to do with the
exactly my point. So
conversation.
you're literally
Shit,
just
sorry,
stuck in an echo chamber.
If it
You
has
don't wanna
nothing
hear
to
it.
do with the conversation, why would I let you talk
It
about it?
does. You're not
He's
listening.
not talking about elephants here. He's
I
talking
can't
about
even- yeah,
moral arguments.
literally.
This is no
talking
different
about
because
what
we're
you're
not talking
asking.
about morals.
Yes, he is. He
No, we're
literally
not.
is.
No, we're
Moral
not. He's saying
Holy
choices.
cow.
You have the choice to do something immoral or moral. That's what he's
That's
talking.
morals.
He's not saying
That's
what
mor-
is
you're talking
morals.
about morals,
How does
man.
morality
Choices,
exist? You
dude.
keep talking
Yeah, is
about
that not
Respectfully.
morals? Is that
They're
not
not the
morals?
same thing. They're not
No.
the same thing.
Oh,
Morals
You
don't
ignored
exist.
my
It's
question,
the
too.
choice. It's the values that we give morals. Those
Right,
are your
because people
choices.
tell you they're wrong.
Those are your choices.
Was it
because people
predetermined
tell
that they
you
would tell you that?
choices.
You didn't
Choices.
choose.
Choices.
You didn't choose that.
Choices. Are you getting mad right now?
You didn't choose
Are
that.
you getting mad right now?
No.
Is that your No, you're not.
No.
No.
I'm just
okay.
impressed at the level of stupidity in
is
this room.
Is it your choice right now not to be angry?
So, are you ready to hear the answer?
No, that was a question. Is it your choice not to be angry?
Are you ready to hear the answer?
The question
Answer
is
it.
it your choice not
Yeah.
to
So,
be angry?
so telling children that stealing
Answer
is
the
wrong.
question. See, he won't answer the question.
Praising
Answer the
honesty.
question. Answer the question. Is it
No,
your
I don't
choice
get
right
to
now to
choose.
be angry or not?
No.
Okay, so why should you be held accountable?
Exactly.
What the exactly is not an
let's
answer.
get everybody who's in jail for murder, let them free. Wasn't their fault.
Yeah, there's an argument to be made for that. Yep.
Is that
There
true
you
though?
go, guys. There you go.
Do you know why we
Wait,
don't?
is a
though?
is a
For the
rapist?
betterment of everybody else.
Can you
so
hold
that
a
more
rapist
people don't
liable
die, more
because?
people don't suffer?
Hold on.
Which your
Can you
God
hold a
lets
rapist
happen.
liable because
There
he
you
didn't
go.
choose it? He
There
didn't
you
choose to rape
go.
someone. So is it really his fault?
Yeah, I mean that person choose to do
We
that. He didn't
decide
choose it.
to hold
No.
people
I'm
accountable.
asking. Okay,
So-
you just said you decide. Dude, that you just
As-
said to decide.
Oh my
you just said you
god,
decide.
dude! You guys
Yeah,
are
you just-
absolutely
you did.
insufferable.
No,
did
you
say
are,
that.
dude. You're not getting it. You're
you
saying
just
there
said
is
it.
no
We
possibility
decide.
such as
Your
decide and
logic is
choose,
broken.
but you're
You
saying
just
you
said-
decide
It's
at
not.
the same
You
time.
guys just aren't listening. You literally
just said
won't
we
listen for more
decide.
than 2 seconds.
You
guys
just
are
said you
absolutely
decide
impossible
after
to
saying
talk
there
to.
is
You
no
said
such
we
thing as
decide.
choices.
There
Right.
isn't.
Exactly.
So
So
how
if
do
there's
we
no such thing as
decide?
choosing, then you can't decide to give something values. You just
Thank you.
do.
Holy cow!
Right. That's
Your
contradiction
decision-
right
you guys
there.
are absolutely
You just
insane.
got busted.
Your
No,
decision
Because what
you
we
guys
see
just
is
won't
like,
listen
you know,
to more
let's
than
say
calling
a
everybody
child
else
has
idiots.
You guys
a red
only agree
lollipop.
with
Not
each other, and you don't listen to
And then the
anybody else
child says,
outside
no,
of
this
what
is a
you guys
blue
agree with.
lollipop. Like, no, child, it's a red lollipop. What's wrong with your
Okay,
eyes?
do you guys
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
You know?
do you guys like anchovies? Do you guys like?
I
It's
never
not a
ate
moral
anchovies
choice.
before,
I
but that
liked
doesn't
them.
have.
I liked
Look,
them.
now
It's
you
not a
okay.
moral
You
choice.
say he's
It's
not
like
talking
a
about
preference.
elephants. Now he's talking about anchovies. Like, what's the question?
Just,
It's
do you guys
not
like
wrong.
anchovies?
It's
What's the
category error.
question?
We're talking about moral.
What's
guys-
our
We're not
question
talking
that you're
about- we're not
answering?
talking
That's what I
about
just
preferences.
asked.
No,
Do you
what's
guys
our
like
question
anchovies?
that you're
See?
answering? Because
He's
anchovies
trying
have
to
nothing
say
to do with this.
preferences
What's
No,
are
I'm
our
asking you a
question?
question. I'm asking you a question.
What?
He's asking you
What
a
is
question.
our question?
Let him.
That's what I'm asking.
Maybe
Do you
maybe
like
by
anchovies?
answering his question, he'll roll back and respectfully answer your question.
He is
Maybe
answering
that's
the
what he's doing.
question by asking
You
a
guys
question
don't
about
have a question.
anchovies.
It's
Ask him your
a discussion.
All right.
Ask him.
Okay. Sure. I don't know what anchovies are because I've never ate them.
Okay, pick a food you don't like.
Strawberries. What?
How
You don't like
is
strawberries?
like
preference?
No.
How is preference
Decide
dealing with the
to
topic?
like strawberries.
Can't decide that because I've already decided not to like it.
You didn't decide to not like them, dude.
What do you mean?
You didn't decide not to like them. Just like you didn't decide to like something else. You can't just decide that choice. That's not a choice you have.
Can you decide not to like murder?
No, that's what I'm saying. If you are somebody who is predetermined to end up murdering somebody, you don't just get to choose to
So
not
then
murder
it's not.
somebody.
So wait.
You're
So a
predetermined.
murderer and a rapist can't be held liable because they didn't choose it, brother. You
They
stop.
can go into an insane asylum.
Just stop.
It's the only reason we put
Why?
people
Even
into a
that?
cage is because we have this agreement
We're not
that we
talking
don't
about
want people
cages.
to get
All right,
hurt.
I'm asking if
We
they
don't want
never
other people
chose
to
to
get
do
hurt.
that evil deed, they can't be held liable because they didn't choose it. They were forced to. Why would they be in jail?
Because
You
they're going to
literally
kill somebody else.
have-
So put them in jail.
Because,
Yes.
but they didn't choose. But they didn't choose to
I
kill
don't
that
care.
person.
I don't
Wait,
care.
so-
I do not care.
Wait. So wait. If it's not their fault, why would you jail them?
Those
No, they did it though. They did it.
But is it their fault? Did they choose to do it?
No.
That's what
Wait.
we're
So are
saying.
you legally holding someone liable for something that they're not the fault of?
Yes, because I don't want other
Yes,
people to
yes.
get murdered.
Wait a minute. How can you
Okay.
imprison someone for their if it's not their fault?
No, but they're doing it.
It doesn't
Either
matter
way.
if it's not their
Isn't it?
fault.
It's predetermined.
How can you
Oh,
jail
okay, but
someone if
they're
it's
still
not their
get-
fault?
Because I don't want them to murder somebody else.
Well, that's true. That's you choosing that. But if
Yes.
it's not their
We're not
fault,
choosing
how are they
it.
Oh, you
wrong?
choose it? Did
How
you
are
just say
they
you
wrong?
chose that?
That it's better for
Yeah.
people to
Hold
not
on.
be
Did you just say
murdered.
you chose that? Did
in
you just say
common
you chose
language.
that?
I'm using common language.
oh, so
Wait. So you didn't
chose it,
choose.
right?
So you didn't choose.
So you didn't choose.
Wait. So you're not
Did you
choosing
choose
to
or you
put him in
didn't
jail
choose?
either. It just happens. Everything just happens.
This is a big shit show.
It doesn't matter if he's already. If you would listen to his predeterminism, you would understand why this is just
There's a
language
such thing as
salad.
determination and predetermination. He's arguing for predetermination without anything
What is your
predetermining.
issue? What is your issue with stopping murderers? Is my biggest problem. I don't care about this shoes argument.
I'm saying if nobody makes a choice, then nobody is at fault for
No.
murder.
What are you against jailing
No,
somebody
you
if they're
can't-
murdering
You
people?
can't say Hitler's bad because he couldn't help
there's certain
but
skin
kill the
shade.
Jews.
No,
can't
but I'm
say it's
saying
bad.
stop Hitler from stopping killing
Why
Jews.
should you
Like
stop
that.
him?
Because I don't like to see Jews getting
Wait,
murdered.
isn't that a
why do
choice
you
to
don't
say
like
I
mustard
don't
gas?
like
Why
it?
him?
Aren't you making a choice?
I
off
don't
of your
care. I
preferences?
don't care if it is a choice or not.
No,
I just
you're making
want
a
to.
choice off of your preferences, so choices do exist.
Now he's running away
But those
from it.
preferences are predetermined. Is our point.
That doesn't matter.
He's
You're making a
running away
choice
from
off of a
him while trying to run
predetermined
away from
whatever.
When you say it doesn't matter, doesn't mean it doesn't matter. You're not understanding the point.
I don't think you guys are understanding
Oh, no,
it.
you
There's no
know
such
why
thing as
is the
choose
point.
in your world as according to now.
Hey, just wait.
You literally, as a religious person, I'm assuming
black
you believe in some
Hebrew
sort of
Israelite.
Christianity or Catholicism of some sort, you literally cannot believe in free will because your God determines everything.
In the Christian paradigm, there is a such thing as free will. So I don't know what you're
You
talking
can't
about.
have free will if you believe in that God.
How?
You just can't.
See?
Because
Our
he-
God did not
is he
write
an all-
everything in
is
a
he an
paper and
all-knowing
say,
God?
"Hey, well, this is what's gonna happen."
Listen to me.
Hey, I've already done this.
Is he an
Second
all-
Life. I've already
Right.
done this. They already got it. Oh,
Just because
it's
he
from
knows
Calvinism.
what's gonna happen doesn't mean that
Yeah, but
he's
it doesn't
forcing
mean
it to
anything.
happen.
There's still
That's
no-
a
We don't
misnomer,
believe
and
that
I know,
God
but I'm
determines
saving you some
everything.
time. Saving you
Yeah,
some
I
time.
appreciate it.
Okay, now actually though, interact with this, right? If there's no such thing as choices, everything just happens.
Interact with this. Says you guys. Holy hell.
It's predetermined.
There,
So if
everything
that-
just happens.
Hold on,
You're not
hold on,
choosing
hold
to
on,
talk to me or
hold on,
respond to me.
But
It
I
just
can
happens.
prevent things. I can
Hold on.
prevent things from just happening by
Well,
jailing
then that
murderers.
is a
though, right?
choice that goes
Pavoli,
against predetermination.
Since you
You're
said
predetermined
this
to
is a
not choose.
Christian worldview, since you said this is a Christian worldview, why is it when
Second
God
Life, is
says,
this
if you
conversation
do this,
predetermined?
I will do that, or if you do not do this, or you do this, or if you do not, I will.
Please, no, please.
I will.
That's
Oh, so you don't want it. So stop
No,
making
no.
claims that Christians
no.
believe.
I didn't. You were putting
Stop
too much in your
making-
question. Make it the question simpler. It's late for me, man.
Okay,
I've been listening
if
to you guys
God
go
said,
back
if
and
Now
forth.
you're
God
running
makes
away
if
again.
statements,
No, I said give me the question
This is
simpler,
exactly what
please.
you guys
God-
do all the time. This is
God
insane.
threatens to remove people's names out of the book of life. Why would he do that if it's already predetermined? Since you want to speak on a Christian's behalf, tell us.
Psalms
What?
139.
How can he
16.
be all
Psalms
knowing if he's going to
139,
change his
16.
mind later?
Tell me.
Hey, how can he
Psalms 139,
NTA?
16.
How can
knowing
he be all
has
knowing?
nothing to do
How
with
can
cause.
he be all
Nobody
knowing
hear me?
and
There's
also
no-
change
there's
his
no
mind
connection
later?
between
I'm
knowledge
sorry,
and
my push
cause.
to talk. You're saying that why would God do the book of? I don't believe in the
No,
God, so why
he's
would
saying-
I predetermine
why-
what he's
you're
saying?
saying the
You
Christian-
are the one that says that's our worldview.
Hey, you guys
How
get
can he
closer,
be all
closer.
knowing?
When did I say
and then
that?
change his mind?
Oh my God!
You
did
guys
he
said
just
in the
not say you
Christian
Christians
paradigm that
believe-
there is no such thing as free will.
my God.
I'm saying
So,
where.
wait.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
bro.
There's too many voices. I didn't
Run
say
away,
you
literally
Christians.
Run away.
Earlier you did say that if there is a
you just said
God,
it.
then there is predetermination.
It's
No free will.
predetermined
Yeah, it
and
has to be.
I know.
this
Yeah, but I never said you Christians is what I said.
Yeah,
But you're
that's
talking about the
that's
Christian paradigm.
But he
bad
said I
logic.
said you Christians. I didn't say you Christians. Is my point.
Okay,
So are you
doesn't
just
matter.
stuck on,
Well,
on that
they're-
word you
they're saying I
Christian?
say
Man, this
the
is
same thing.
retarded. I'm not talking, dude. You keep hinging on a word
Holy-
that says
you guys
you
are-
Christians.
you guys
I
are
never
offended
said that.
against
We're not
Jesus
talking
Christ
about
and
the
holy-
word.
Oh my
We're
God,
saying
but
He
you're
is.
you made a
retarded.
claim
Yeah,
earlier
Hey, I
too
told you to quit
beforehand
using the Lord's
that
name in
Christians.
vain.
Wow.
You made
I'll
you
miss you,
made
Second Life. I
you
hope
made
you added me.
you made a claim earlier, Pavoli, that
He
in the
didn't
Christian
because there
paradigm
was
it's
no free
impossible
will.
to have
Oops.
free will. Didn't you say that?